What's up everybody? I am back on the 1999 Formula 280 Sunsport, and it's time to find out if this thing actually runs and drives. Here we go. Will it start? I don't know. I really hope I put these 4.3 V6s back together properly. That would be embarrassing. Here we go. Well, where I left us last is I was waiting on a few parts. Thankfully, those parts have arrived. So I've got my new fuel filter, oil filter, coil, and gaskets for my risers. So let's bang all that together real quick. Get a few more things like shifter cable, drive, remote oil, fill, and a few more wiring harness connectors hooked up to this thing, including the ECU connections, which are on that riser, and we'll see if this thing runs. Before we even try starting these motors, I couldn't even get the trim to go down on them. And come to find out, which we already knew, is these drives, oh, I can't even lift it with one hand, oh, whew, are stiffer than all get out. And look, this one's not even attached to its trim rams. So I'm gonna pull, they won't even take grease. See these little grease zerks here? You're supposed to grease those fittings to keep that pin nice and lubed, so the drive goes up and down very smooth. Essentially, when you pull the pin off these drives here and they're no longer attached to the rams, the drive should literally just fall straight down. This thing, it'll stay straight up, kind of like this. Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. So anyway, I got the steering cocked on both drives here. This one's not as bad as that one, but we're gonna pull these outer pins and grease the heck out of them and get that mobility back into the drives so they'll trim up and down. I never start an engine when a drive is oriented like this. It's really bad for that coupler in your alpha stern drive. Never start an engine like this. Always have that drive in the down position. But anyway, gonna grease these pins, start with the right side, and then I'll swing the steering over and I'll go to the left. First two are out, and let me show you something. So these are that 12-sided socket insert, so I'm able to use my new fancy tool right here, which was great. Hardened, didn't shear anything off, but that required a ton of force, and you can see the red Loctite that was used on these bad boys. So we got them out, But here was the problem. See that little channel there? That is where your grease is supposed to go. Both of them were chocked full of black hard gook. I had to use this pick to get it out. And down here on the drive, I mean, there's no more grease. It's just crusty, dry stuff. So I'm gonna try and pump some grease through there. Same with this bad boy over here. Look at that. And I think we're gonna be in a lot better shape moving forward. Come on, baby. Oh, what is seizing you up so bad, huh? Let's try the pick. Oh, and if anybody was curious, my trim sender units definitely do not work. All right, screw it. We're just gonna fill the hole full of grease. I may have to take that grease zerk off. Here we go. Ready? Oh, all the grease. Boom, boom. Both holes. Let's take our fitting. I guess I should definitely clear some of the grease out of that hole. I didn't mean to chock the threads full of grease. There we go. Come here. You can go on this guy though. Fill you full of grease. Oh yeah. Woo! Boy, it was seized. Oh yeah, we love that. Come on. Woo! Nice. Back together. All right, now we're on the other side. And look, I can already move this with one hand. So we are heading in the right direction for sure. My next concern is my steering, but we'll get to that here in a second. But check this out. I got my 12 pin. I got impact sockets here. Get this in its spot here. Check out how hard it is to get these things to pop. And this time I'm pulling up instead of pushing down. Wish me luck. Ooh, I'm gonna have to block this drive probably. Woo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to either put the pin back in or something. Here, come check out the other one first. All right, check this one out. Got our 12 point in. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Work it back and forth, break up that Loctite that's in there. I have not seen more red Loctite working on a boat than I have since working on this 99 formula. I don't know what the deal is. Just gotta work it back and forth until it wants to come and not shear itself. Okay, well, here. I mean, this will tell you how long it takes. Let's time lapse this real quick. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, that doesn't work anyway. Oh, back to the breaker bar. It's probably a good thing that didn't work. Well, that was incredibly difficult. But check this out. Whoop. Oh man, look at that. Yep, that's how they're supposed to move. Look, I'm literally throwing it and catching it. I love it. Now it's time to address these rams that are hard.
Well, I think now it's just bone dry. Listen to her. No, but I heard the pump unload. This is gonna make the final cut. Okay, here's Ben putting sauce in the hole.
Sauce in the hole and it's not overflowing.
It's not overflowing. Okay, he did a good job. He's a good clean boy. But he's gonna run it, and it's just gonna start gushing out of here. Oh yeah, look at that.
What did we learn? That there is a hole in the hose somewhere inside the boat. But that's only one of our problems. All right, this is making me sad, but because of that major trim pump leak, I had to go track down where it was coming from. So I just spent a little time in a very precarious position underneath this engine, my legs up, my entire body down there. And I don't know if you guys can see, but those are hoses for our trim pump. And one of them that threads through the transom assembly is just completely disconnected. And I'm not joking when I say there's no way for me to physically get to it underneath the engine. There's not even enough room to get a wrench in there. I really did not want to have to do this, but okay, I just sat off camera for about 5 to 10 minutes and thought about everything. It would appear that my trim feed line, literally the aft one right there, is missing. The fitting is completely broken off. So luckily I can completely replace that fitting and lines with my parts boat over here. Hey Ford Play, check it. I guess Mercury hasn't just changed design in 50 years, because a 99 uses the exact same trim pump feed as an 85, and I bet it's still the same today in 2025. So anyway, there you go. I'm gonna steal that housing right here and the hoses off of this boat and put them on the Formula. This is gonna keep me from having to pull an engine out. I got a little worried for a second, but thanks to the old internets, at least some engineer thought about this process way back in the day. Thank you to whoever that might be. I'm gonna get these swapped. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get the subtle whiff of like really old cigarettes out of this boat. Stealing parts off another boat. I have no remorse for what I'm doing. Come here. Come here. Nice. Look at that. 2 perfectly good lines. That one's a little cracked up, but maybe I'll just replace the one. We'll see. Mint. Oh, I got them. Cleaned everything up on the bench too, so. And probably this one is the new hose, the black one. So I'm probably just gonna use that. I just need one hose in this situation. Whew. Love swapping parts. All right, check it. That's the one that came off the boat. There's no more housing left. I'm surprised the one line was still hanging on. This is our replacement. That is the housing that's supposed to sit there and have our threads for our 2 lines. And then our subsequent, see, these are 7/16. These are 3/8 that come off and go to the trim pumps. So look at this. We've got our 2 feeds there that go directly from the pump. So those will go right in there, and then our little attachment feeds that go to our cylinders. So that was our problem, was this block, and I bet you this one's all seized up too, which is why that drive won't go down. Hard fought battle, but we won. We got that bad boy replaced. New line, all the existing nice lines hooked up. We're cooking now. Let's see if the pump will work. Well, these bad boys were so seized that I ordered new ones. It is, I tried with a hammer, everything. Look, this is how easy they should go up and down. This one hasn't been bled yet, so it's all air. You see that? I mean, we'll just pick up the drive with one hand and the rams shoot in and out. That's how easy it should be. This drive, you know, we unseized it so you can lift it up and down now, but its rams were just absolutely screwed. So 2 new rams from SEI Stern Drive Engineering heading this way for this Alpha 1 Gen 2. Now it is officially time to see if this thing even has power. Let's get up in the boat. I brought my multimeter because I have suspicions that there is an electrical issue with one of the motors, but for right now we'll do this. Get our battery switch on. Somebody left the key on. Okay, so it looks like our, what is that, starboard engine has power, but for some reason I don't have any power to my port switch. Let's just check all of our functions here. So those both work. Oh, okay. That is a special wiper right there. Let's take it easy there, bud. You need to be replaced. What else works? Bilge pump came on. Blowers work. Courtesy lights. Ah, nav lights. Gauge lights, there we go. All of our crusty VDO gauges. There's courtesy light. Nice, all right, okay, Moss. Any of these poppers? Popped, no, all right. Horn? Horn is dead. And we know the engine hatch goes up and down. Okay. Our drives go up, they don't go down. I think our limit switch is bad, so I'm actually gonna cap that, because that's what you do on all of these old ones when they fail, because they keep failing because it's a bad design. But I mean, just for fun here. Oh yeah. We got a healthy cranking motor. We are not gonna fire that up. I don't have any water on our stern drive pump. Let's see. Let's check and see with key on if you're getting power to your main harness. All right, our key is on. Let's see, multimeter. Are you alive? All right, basic check. Basic check. I think our multimeter needs new batteries. 13.5 volts. That battery 13.5 at that one. Hang on, yeah, I need to change the batteries in this thing. Anyway, let's see. Our port engine ground is that guy right there. Let's see if we have power at our cool fuel pump. Obviously we don't, because I don't hear it kicking over when it's on, but here's a quick check. We can check the mercathode here. It has 12.5 volts of power. So our mercathode's getting power. Our main engine. Oh, our main breaker was popped, guys. Look at that. Wow. Stand by. I wonder why. That's a good sign. Yeah, it's a really good sign. Did I wire up my main circuit breaker wrong? Let's see, power to there, negative to there. How's this one? Over here. I might need to steal a new breaker off the other motor. Old switch is out. I got the new switch in. Let's see. That's money, dude. Ooh. Fuel pump's running. This is the scary part. She didn't sound great cranking over. Oh. Well, somebody's chipper. Didn't mean for that to happen, but ooh, that sounded awful. Almost like the starter is not happy. I may have to swap starters out, guys. Stand by. In hindsight, this starter was pretty easy to get out, but it does look aftermarket. And it doesn't sound great. So we're gonna put that guy back with the OG engine. Sorry, it's a little messy over here. And we're gonna take that guy off and put him back on the engine, because that is what was on there originally. So hopefully it'll be a lot happier. Ooh, look at that. We have a green light. I don't know what that means, but I like it. The starter that was on this originally is back in easy enough. 2 bolts straight up from the bottom, a couple connections. I just hooked my batteries back up. Let's turn the battery switches on, and let's hope for better noises out of that engine. Here we go. Now the starter's just clicking.
I know what's wrong with it.
Did I hook my crossover wire up wrong?
Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it. Whoop! Ah, maybe I put my engaging wire on incorrectly. Maybe.
I don't think I've ever seen a mercathode with a blinking light on it.
Yeah, I mean, it gives me hope.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm working.
Green is go.
All right, I think I wired up the starter wrong. We're trying again. I put my yellow and orange wire on the wrong post. So hopefully this will do it. All right, take 2. You ready?
Contact.
Much better sounds. Question, Harry. Should I pull the coil wire and just let it build oil pressure?
If you want to get real cute with it, you pull a distributor out and stick screwdrivers in that.
No, we're not doing that. We're just gonna pull the coil wire here and let it build oil pressure for a little bit.
Alright, fair enough. I like it.
Okay, we got the pressures.
Are you filming right now?
I am. Yeah, we're gonna see if she, we put new coils in her. New plugs, let's see if she cracks open.
This is here.
Okay, we gotta time our distributor differently. We got some backfirage. All we did was we left it at the same orientation that it originally was. Right now would be a good time as well to verify that the ignition order is proper. Just saying. Firing order for a 4.3. It's literally printed on the casting. 165432. I thought I did it right, but then looking at the top of my distributor caps, this one looks very different than this one here. So I'm going to duplicate the existing engine on this one. Boom! There we go. I was 1 off on everything. Just saying. So, 3, 2, 1. Start. That was another backfire, which means it's still timed wrong.
Probably. We have a valve stuck open. Probably not, though.
No.
Definitely not.
Timed wrong!
180.
Doing it again! Do it, lady! I think the cap is 180 degrees off, which could possibly be because the engine wasn't at TDC when I originally timed it. So we're gonna see here if the dang Cappy boy is truly 180 degrees off. Look at that fancy little girl.
It's so blue.
It's so cheap. All right, so.
At least they use plenty of grease.
That was me.
Oh.
Yeah, there was no grease before. You're welcome.
Oh.
Okay, let's get a breaker bar and turn this thing over to TDC. Okay, we got the motor at top dead center. I just lined up the line with the line. When I first put the distributor in, that line was on the line, but it could have been 180 off, which I did not check, sorry. And look, it's 180 off. That guy should be pointing right here because number 1's right here.
Number 1.
So, we're gonna pull distributor, do a little twisty boy, 180 degrees, and now it should be good to go. Boom, it's back. It was off 1. We got the engine at TDC and our distributor point is now, our rotor is now pointing directly at number 1. So, let's try this again. 4th charm, 5th time's a charm.
4th time's a charm.
4th time's a charm. If it goes pop, we're just gonna do this all over again.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Okay. Okay, what's it telling you?
There's 1 cylinder still off.
1 cylinder's off.
She tried to go. Oh, breathe deep. Don't let it go to waste.
All right, we're one off. I'm gonna go through my wires again. Okay, I had 6 and 2 flip-flopped. Not sure why. Let's try it again. I mean, that seems like a reasonable thing to do.
I would say so.
Flip-flopping 6 and 2. I mean, 2 is here, 6 is there, 4,
Throw
1, 3, 5. Yeah. All right, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna like it. She sounded like a Model T.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a Go Devil 4.
Literally sounded just like a Model T. It sounded like it was running on 4.
I would agree. The throttle body injected, so it has to be ignition.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my.
Lifters sound good though.
Yeah, everything sounds smooth.
The oil prime must have done its job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's connected there. Let's go back to our plug wires. Plugged. Plugged. I mean, I may just need to give it a little throttle. Get things kind of heating up down there at the spark plugs.
It's also running on what? 5-year-old gas?
5-year-old gas, and we've primed the hell out of it. What does that mean?
See if both of our injectors are firing.
You want me to go again?
Yeah, just real quick. It's gotta be ignition.
Yeah, I saw them both puffing.
Yeah.
They were chooching.
Yeah.
TBI, baby. God, they squirt a lot of fuel in there.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my
It's
God.
the Windex bottle going. We can do it. We can do a second take.
A fake one.
Because if we don't film it, then it'll go perfectly, and then we don't have to think about it. You know what I mean?
What? Oh,
It smells so good.
I love that smell. Okay, are you ready, Harry?
Oh, I'm ready. Ooh,
I think that was it.
I think so. Wait, we're dancing a little. Go.
Make sure you hold it down.
Yeah, I'm holding it down. It did just go further down there.
Were you retarded? I think advancing it was not the move.
Okay. That starter sounds so bad.
That's where it wants to be.
Woo!
You got it?
It really wanted to skip there.
You found your spot?
The G spot.
Is that what it liked?
Yeah, right about there.
All right. Wow. Took long enough, but hey. Is she down? Yeah. Is that it?
I think so. It tried shooting itself up out of there so hard.
I bet it did.
Try firing her out. Let's see what she does.
Try her again.
Just for a second. 4.3 liters.
That is backfiring.
That starter also sounds god awful.
Sounds terrible. Okay, check this out. A lot of timing, but let's do the port one real quick, or the starboard one. Port. Winning. We put a lot of grease on those impellers. You guys are gonna get mad at me in the comments, but they run. Heck yeah. Fire! All right, guys, that's all we got for this video. Thank you for watching. In the next one, We got a little more prep work to do, but we'll be getting this thing out on the water for its first official sea trial. Get it tested, tuned, and ready to go. All right, see ya.
What is she worth? What is life? Why are we all here? What is the point of it all, Ben?
Oh, it's been a question asked for a long time.
A long time.
And that is only, the answer is only up to you.
It is? Remember, free will, freedom of choice. Life is what you make it.